what am Hello, Victoria. Hello, Victoria. If you can hear that echoing, that is just my laptop. I'm on two different devices. Yes, but I'm not going to start just yet. I'm going to wait until maybe a few more people get here. It shouldn't be any more. It's because I was on two different devices. Because I can't type the messages out on my phone. I have to look at the computer. So they are briefly answered questions. They'll go by really quick because I want to try to get to as many people as possible. So I can't stick with one question too long. Um, but since you were the first one in here, I'll let you go ahead and go first. But other than that, if others come in, I'll be going in the direction that Spirit guides me. You can type your question now. I'm not going to answer it just yet, but you can go ahead and put it down. Try to phrase it in a yes/no type of fashion. And I do ask that fertility, health related, and death questions be um, that you refrain from asking those types of questions. Okay. So I guess I could go ahead and start because people will probably be in and out. So what I'm going to do is just try to tap into your energy and pull a card or maybe a few other cards if I have to and see what I pick up. I'm going to try to do it very quickly. So I do have a bit of a process when I shuffle, so that's why it may take a little bit of time. Okay. So the first card you got is Take Action. This comes from the Angel Answers Oracle by Doreen Virtue. Um, I'm just pulling one more card here to see what exactly that would mean for you, because this can mean different things for a lot of different people. Um, so I kind of do feel like he more so wants you to come out there, Victoria. I don't know exactly why at the moment, um, but I'm going to try to see here, because it says take action. It's not that he doesn't want to see you, because he does. It's just that he doesn't want to make a long trip. So if you don't mind, everybody else that is asking a question, please do kind of be patient, because I am working with one person already, and you will probably more than likely have to rephrase your question. So you also got the Ten of Pentacles, and that is saying that he may have some type of financial delays and he needs some help with that. So that's another thing that's probably going to be keeping him from coming to see you. If I feel like if you were to tell him that it may not be an option for you to get to him, and tell him that in a different way than you have, Heidi, and Nancy, and whoever else has came in. But I feel like overall he's got a lot to manage right now with finances, and that's one of the main reasons. So to answer your question, I get a no that he'll be coming out there, but it's not that he doesn't want to. He'll try, but I don't feel like he'll make it out there. So I'm just going where spirit guides me. I'm not going down a particular list. You're welcome. If you would like a full, in-depth, specific reading, please do contact the email address that I'm about to provide to book a reading if you're interested. So let's see. And it is only one question, so do try to stick to one question. I feel more drawn to answer Ma's right now, but after Ma, I'll get Nancy, so you can stick around if you want to, or if you got things to do, you can just watch the when it's uploaded. Before I do get into any cards, Ma, I do feel like he would be open to the idea of, getting to know you better. But as far as liking him or him liking you, I am going to look into that with a card. So, Ma, the first card you get is There's Something Better. So, give me a moment to pull one more to see maybe why you've gotten that answer. So, that doesn't mean he doesn't like you. That just means that there's more options out there better for you. pulling one more for Ma, and then Nancy is next, and then D is after Nancy. It's okay. Now, I do have to be honest. I'm not going to be able to give everybody an answer they want to hear. So if you happen to be one of those people, I can't control what spirit gives me. So, okay. Yeah. So this does not mean that he does not like you or that he won't like you eventually. This is just telling you that you have a lot more choices out there and other different things to explore. This is the 8 of Wands, so this is telling you to be adventurous and keep your options open. Your crush could be one of those options, but at this time it is telling you to kind of focus your attention on other things and other people and not just him. Okay. If you would like a more specific and personal reading, do contact me to book a reading if you're interested. So who did I say? I said Nancy, if she is still here. Let me see her. Does he miss me and want to see me? Okay. So please do be patient. I'm not going down the list. What I'm doing is going where my spirit guides are allowing me to go for the time being. Let me scroll back up and see what you asked, because so you have a card that popped out, but I'm going to pull out another one as well. So this is for Nancy. You're welcome, Ma. If I don't say anything to you right away, I'm not ignoring you. I can't really focus on what everybody is saying while I'm doing answering questions. So I do kind of have a process when I shuffle, so please do be patient. Okay. So I believe you asked, does he miss you, and does he want to see you? So the first card, Nancy, you have is you're ready. And the second one is compromise. And then the next one is the Fool. So the first one is telling me that I feel like you're more ready to move forward than you lead on. I know it's hard, but I kind of feel like there's a need for you to kind of keep walking forward. But you also got compromise and the Fool, which to me means that yeah, he misses you, or he will, but I feel like it's not exactly for the right reasons. He's gonna step over some boundaries if and when he does show back up. So it's up to you to take him back, but don't settle for less than what you feel like you deserve. So Mimi, you have a message. It says it's retracted, so I'm guessing that means that it's it wasn't able to send. So after Nancy was D, and I think you asked if anybody was interested in you. I can't go into too much detail because I want to go to as many people as I can as possible for a more in-depth do just visit me at the email address that I will provide. If you would like to send a donation, let me know and I'll send you the link for that as well. Okay, so D, is anybody interested in you? I don't know why I'm picking up at work. At work. Okay. I don't know if that's meant for you, but I'll keep it out for the moment. You're welcome. So I do feel like there is somebody interested in you, D, but I am feeling like it's within your work environment. I'm just gonna okay. So yeah. Or it's possible that a friend you may know actually maybe has a crush on you, because you do get Page of Cups, and that is ultimately about friendship, but it also means starting a friendship and possibly developing into something more. And then you have within the next few weeks, it's up to you, and be assertive. It's telling you to speak up. I can't tell you exactly who the person is, but I do feel like it's somebody that you know, and it is somebody that is either within your work environment or somebody that you're friends with at work or something along those lines. So it's telling you to speak up and have confidence around this person, and within the next few weeks, it might be a good time to go ahead and speak up to this person. So overall, yes, there is somebody interested in you. If you would like more specific details, please do contact me at my email address. Okay, so let me see who's next. So what I'm doing is going to where Spirit guides me. I'm not going down a list. Okay. It may be him. It's somebody, I feel like it's somebody at work, or maybe somebody that you're friends with at work. So I'm going to go with Mimi next, if she is still here. Please do be patient, because I will eventually try to get to you, but again, I'm going where I am guided to go. I don't know why, but I'm having a lot of jumper cards today. I normally don't get that many jumpers, but I see your question, May, but you're gonna have to give me some time and kind of be a little patient. I'm going where Spirit guides me. I do see your questions, and I can go back up and look at them. So I see your question. It's just that I'm not guided to answer it at the moment, but I'll get to it. Okay. Hmm. Well, wow. That's interesting. Um, I don't feel like that it's that exactly that online work isn't for you. Maybe the type of online work you are doing is it doesn't maybe suit you. Um, it says to get more information, and then you have let go, and then you have not the right time. So for you, I just feel like whatever platform or whatever type of online work you're doing or want to do, it may not be the best time to go for it at the moment. Just do some more research and kind of look into other ideas that are online. Maybe what you have in mind for an online job is not exactly what you might be um, into when you get down the line into it more. So for a yes or no answer, it's not a no, but it's a yes, but the type of online work you are wanting to do maybe doesn't fit in with your schedule and everything right now. So basically it's just not the right time is what it's saying. So I hope that helps you, Mimi, and that it made sense. If you would like a more in-depth reading, you can always contact me to book a reading. So May, I'm gonna go ahead and get you next. Hmm. Just shuffling. Okay, May. So I'm not getting that he misses you at the moment. No. Um, but I feel like with more time, he'll start to miss you as far as communication goes. Um, that I feel like is going to take a little bit more time. Um, so you get 8 of Wands, romance, and compromise. Um, for you, as far as, again, if he misses you, I get not right now, but with time he will. And with communication, it's going to kind of get a little bit weaker, but eventually he'll come around and you two will be able to come to maybe a better schedule or a better way to communicate together. So since you got the compromise there, so he doesn't miss you like right now, but I feel like he will. So lovely girl, if you're still here, will he call me again after a long time without talking? You're welcome. So if you want a more in-depth reading, you can contact me. I have done yours already. I did yours right before May's. And I done cleared the energy off, so I honestly cannot tell you exactly what card you got. I do believe that I said you can watch it when it uploads after this live stream is over, but I believe I did say that it's not that online work doesn't suit you. It just may not be the right time for you to continue to pursue it, and maybe there is something that another field online that you would be more interested in than what you are doing now or what you're wanting to do on there now. So it's not that it doesn't suit you, it's just not the right time to go for exactly what you're trying to do. I don't remember what cards you got, but that is, I believe, the answer you had. And my email address is giftedsoul777@gmail.com if you all want more in-depth answers and to book a reading. So I'm on Lovely Girl now. Do let me know if you can't hear me. I'm not exactly sure if you left while I was in the middle of your answer, Mimi, but I literally just did yours right before I got to May. Okay, so Lovely Girl, I already have 2 cards out for you, but I'm going to get another one. I'm just trying to see if it matches up with what I saw. So, okay, I have your cards, Lovely Girl, but I do want to ask you a question. Exactly how long is a long time that you haven't heard from him? I'm asking this for a reason. And I'm having a feeling it's been... Okay, that makes sense. You got the literally a year from now card, and that could be presently speaking. Not necessarily a year from now, but it could mean a year from now. So that's interesting. I asked that because that card came up. So that might be presently speaking. And you have healing, family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. That can mean many different things. And forgiving and learning as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And then you also got, I can only look into one aspect, Bofa, if I'm saying your name right. Get more information. So, Lovely Girl, I feel like if you do hear from him, it's gonna be a while. It's not gonna be a year from now. You got this card because it has been a year since you have heard from him. Let me pull one more and see. So you get the Chariot, and yeah, I do think you'll hear from him. I do believe you'll hear from him. Um, it'll take me a bit longer to possibly get a time frame, so I won't get into that right here. But I do feel like you'll hear from him, but it's a lot of forgiving and learning to do. And then there's something about I feel like he'll be hiding something from you too, so be on the lookout for that. So that was your message, lovely girl. Mimi, if you can hear me, I have literally done yours twice now. You may have to rewatch the upload. Your message was, or I can type it to you if you prefer, so that I won't have to go over it again. Your message was that online work suits you, but maybe not the career choice in the online field that you're going for right now. It's not the right time. Do more research and pursue other ideas in the online community, but not just be stuck on this one. And the one that you're wanting to do right now is not 100% the time for you to get into right now, is what your message was. So let's see. So I'm not going down the list. What I'm doing is going to where I am guided to the most. And I'll try to get to everybody, but I can't promise that. Mimi, if you're still here, I'll go ahead and retype it, because you're welcome. Okay. Okay, so I was just typing Mimi's message because she could not, I don't know if she couldn't hear me or what it was. I have literally answered her question about 3 or 4 times, and for some reason she didn't hear it, so that's what I was doing. So thank you for being patient. So I'm going to go with Crystal T if she is still here. She asked if there's a reconciliation in her future. So if I miss anybody, I'll try to do lives often, but I can't promise that. You can book a reading at giftedsoul777.com, at gmail.com, I think. I don't even know if I said that, but so Crystal T. You're welcome. Seems like everybody I've done today so far is having cards popping out, and I don't usually get that many. And I do think that one was meant for you, so I'm going to keep it out. Okay. Uh, Orvana Dime, please do be patient. I'm not going down the order or the list of questions that people are asking. I'm going where Spirit is guiding me. So please do be patient. And I do want to let you know, this is not to be mean, but the more you rush Spirit, the more my Spirit guides will pass right on past you to somebody else. So do try to be patient. It takes me a minute to tap in. It's a very bad idea to rush a reader. I'm gonna get one more card for you because I need to see something really quick. I have a moderator, but it looks like we're in different time zones, so he may not know that I'm even doing a video at the moment. But if anybody does want to be a moderator on my channel, you can ask. Okay. You don't just get answers out of a hat, so you do have to be patient. Okay. So, Crystal T, I do apologize for taking so long, but I do want to make sure that I'm connecting to your energy only. Me being in a live chat, I could be picking up on everybody's energy, so I'm just trying to make sure I'm on yours. So, the first one you have is Two of Swords, and it says uncertainty. Two of Swords is usually about somebody looking two different directions and not sure which way to go. You also got Three of Swords, and I feel like it is speaking of you currently. That is about heartache, grief, and loss. That is speaking about, the loss of the relationship for you. And then Judgment, Angel of the Past. That usually means that somebody from the past is on your mind, and they are more than likely about to resurface. But you also have the Soulmate card. Yes, this is your soulmate. And then you have Love Yourself First. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And what it is about is just telling you to kind of retreat, take care of yourself, and pay more attention to you at this time. But as far as a reconnection, I do see one coming your way. Yeah, I do feel like this person is going to come back. Time frames can sometimes take me a little bit of time to get into, so I won't get into that here. However, if you would like to eventually book a reading, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can contact me to send inquiries or if you need anything. So yes, your answer is yes. Overall, I do see a reconnection. Okay, so I'm gonna go down the list again and see who I'm guided to. So both D, if you're still here, I'd like to do yours. Or Ivana, I will try to get to you after, but please do be patient. That I'm waiting thing, I don't know if that was a joke or what, but my spirit guides took that the opposite way of what you were trying to make it sound like. I have many different services. I can give you the link to my website and you can check it out. Just let me grab it real quick. I have a lot of different things to choose from, so, and a lot of different prices. They are very affordable though. You can ask your question at any time, but what I'm doing is I'm not going down the list or any order. Spirit is directing me to who needs it the most right now. But I'll get to everybody, but I'm not going in order. That's my website. I don't know if it'll pop up as a link. So yeah. If you have any questions and don't really know how to navigate through my site, because a lot of people for some reason find it difficult to navigate through, just contact me on the contact form or my email address and I can help you out. So Flaw, since you are my moderator, I was just talking about you. Could you please tell everyone that I am going to try to get to everybody and I'm not going in order. I'm going where Spirit directs me, and that everybody can only ask one question. uh, both D, are you still here? I don't know if I'm saying your name right now. I apologize if I'm not. Okay. So everybody, I am seeing your questions. I just need a little patience and a little time to connect. I can't just give you an answer right away because that is not how I work. And if you want an accurate answer or an effective answer, you do have to give time. You can't just ask a question and then expect a reader to kind of just throw you out an answer right away. Not everybody connects that fast. So you said which aspect did you say you wanted me to look into more? Because I did say I could only do one. You were talking about if finances or career in a relationship was working out. And okay, relationship. Um, okay. So, I don't know what happened to this thing. Okay. So you have let go, choose a new direction, and take action. Give me a moment to explain what these mean because they do not always mean exactly what the cards say. The meanings vary from person to person. For you, I'm going to get one more card here. And thank you, Flaw, for sending that message. So it seems like you're having some issues in your relationship right now. Like a lot of issues. Which we do get into. We all do have issues in our relationships, but some we can't come back from. So whatever it is, you have the strength card, so you'll get through it. But it's going to take a lot of effort, patience, and I feel like help from a third party. I don't know if you're seeing a counselor or anything right now, but maybe they could help. Letting go for you would mean to just let go of any desired outcome so that what you're desiring with this relationship can take place. If you hold on to something too long, oftentimes we're manifesting our fears instead of what we want to happen when we are focused on one thing too much, and then it'll cause it not to happen or cause it to happen at a later time. So with that being said, whatever's going on, do something different to make it work this time. Whatever you tried last time, it's no longer working, so just do something different, and you'll get through it. So if you would like a more in-depth reading, please do contact my email address to book a reading if you're interested. That is completely optional. You're welcome. So, Orvana, Dawn, if you are still here, please do let me know. Orvana, Dawn. So I'm guessing she left. Okay. So what was your question? I think you were asking me about a guy. It's gonna probably take me forever to get back to your question. Okay, I think you want to know if you were going to marry somebody. Yes, I see you. I asked you to repost your question, but I found it. So I'm going to answer this for you. If you would like, you can help. Just send everybody the message that that you were sending earlier, and as well as my email address, so that if anybody misses me and didn't get a reading, would like to book one with me for future references, they can find me that way. Hi, Chelsea. I want to say Chelsea. Some people spell Kelsey like that too, so if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. So what I would like to say about terms like the one and Mr. Right, those are terms that you really don't want to use because it's hard for me to explain. I will probably do a video on that eventually, but those are two terms you don't want to use when referring to your love life, because there is no such thing as the one and no such thing as Mr. Right. But I believe your question was, okay, you at first asked if he was going to be the one that you would marry. So I'm guessing, is that still the question? One second, just pulling some cards. and trying to tap in. It will take time. I'm not a robot. Um, so Arvana, you have remain positive, helpful people, not the right time, recovery, and then getting to know each other. And the message reads, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. For you, I feel like this means that people have been, I don't know, I don't think they've tried to discourage you, but people have been kind of, they're playing too big of a role in the relationship's issues. And both of you are listening to other people's opinions quite often. That's where I feel like the helpful people card is coming from you. You just kind of have to ignore those people, and then you'll get through it. That's where recovery comes from. Not the right time would be it, meaning you asked about marriage. It's not the right time for you to get married to him, but as far as if it's going to be long term and if it's something that's going to last, I get a yes, but it's just not the right time to get into a marriage. And then there's so much more that you would need to know about each other before getting into that. You can know a person for 10 decades and still not know every single thing about them. So Spirit is saying take more time to get to know each other and to deepen your bond. Stop listening to other people. Marriage may happen, but right now it's not the right time to even be thinking about it. You still have some kind of things to work out before you get to that point. So I hope that helps you, or Vanna, or Vanna. So I'm not so Victoria, I'm going to go with you next if you're still here. Victoria, Liu Shin, I don't know if I'm saying it right, and I do apologize if I'm not. And then after Victoria, if Chelsea is still here, I will get to you next. So if I'm not acknowledging you, it's just that I'm in my zone and trying to connect to somebody. But I do welcome all newcomers. And I do ask for you to be patient. It does take me a little bit of time to connect sometimes. You're welcome. So, Victoria, you received let go, and it's up to you. And I feel like this is saying for you to let go of the idea of finding a twin flame connection, because the more you hold on to the idea, the more likely you are to push that outcome away. Also, again, twin flame is another term you want to be careful when you are using. Twin flames, soulmates, Mr. Right, the one. All lovely words, but you do have to be careful with those words. As far as will you meet a twin flame in this time period or time or this lifetime, I feel like you have already met them and you already know them. So I hope that helps. And Chelsea, what was your question? You're welcome, Victoria. After Victoria, um, well, I mean, if you want a more effective answer, I would encourage you to be a little bit more specific. Um, After Chelsea, I'll go to you, Melly Mercy, if you are still here. So by he, do you mean an ex or just somebody that you have a crush on? Or maybe a current partner? You're welcome. Sometimes I will need to have just a little piece of information so I know that I'm connecting correctly. Okay. I'm not feeling like he will, but we'll see what the cards say. It's okay. Just a few minor details is what I would need in a reading, like the status of a relationship. Sometimes I will need. You do have to be kind of specific with spirit. So, one more card. I have 3 pulled out for you already. I do kind of have a process when I shuffle, so do please be patient. So, Flaw, if you could also let everybody know that I have a regular offer, 10.05, and it's for 5 specific questions. Just for $10.05, because I won't always do the lives like this. Okay, I'm not done with Chelsea just yet, but I think I said I was getting to you, Melly Mercy, after her. Okay, so for you, Chelsea, you have the situation will improve, forgiveness, recovery, and religious factors. And the message reads, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual paths. That doesn't necessarily mean that this message is for you. That could mean it's something else. It's okay. So for you, I feel like he's still holding on to something of someone in the past. So it's kind of he's holding on to something in the past or somebody in the past. So he's not really focused on anybody new. He's still trying to heal from that, which is where the recovery card comes from. The religious factors, that just means that you two might not have, it's not even really about being spiritual for most people. it could just be about there's some aspect of between you and him that is too different. Um, and the situation will improve means that he is gonna get over whatever it is that he's holding on to of the past. And I feel like you could approach him, not necessarily waiting for him, but I feel like I'm getting number 2 with you, and I feel like this is meaning 2 weeks or possibly 2 months would be a good time to kind of you make a move, and I know you are kind of wary of doing that, but it's not gonna hurt. I mean, you don't have to be, you know, what's the word, like all over them, but just be I don't know, talk to him as a friend, casually bring up maybe going to go get some coffee, or I don't know, whatever you have in mind. I don't feel like he'll be opposed to the idea, so you can give that a try. And I know you're scared, I know, but I don't really think, I mean, just give him, you know, at least 2 weeks or 2 months to kind of get over whatever this is he is trying to get past. And then I feel like that's a good time for you to kind of at least kind of talk to him and try to make a move that way. Like, not making it obvious that you like him, but just saying, hey, as a friend, do you want to go out somewhere? Or can I have your number? Can we talk? Can we text? Things like that. Okay, so Millie Mercy. Will me and my ex Millie can prove our relationship this month. So I'm on Millie Mercy. You're welcome, Chelsea. So my email address is provided above. Flaw is writing that down for you all if you would like a more in-depth reading. Or you can visit my website and see what you feel may be best for you. Ooh. Hi, Keisha 314. Okay. So right now I am on Millie Mercy, or Mealy Mercy. I don't know if I'm saying it right. It does take me a little time to connect as well as to shuffle the decks, so please do be patient. So I'm just grabbing one more card for you. That's fine. Flaw. Okay. So I'm gonna go over the cards that I've gotten for you, and then um, after I tell you every card I got, I will tell you what they mean to you specifically. So you have reconsider, unlikely, a year from now, chemistry. There's a strong magnetic connection here or attraction here. And then the world, and it says angel of success. So for you, I don't feel like it's going to be stable or anything that you're looking for anytime soon. Um, and that's where these two cards are coming from, the reconsider and unlikely. Um, you also have a year from now, and I feel like this is where possibly you and him will, put a title back on things maybe. If at all, it'll probably take about a year from now. And then you have chemistry, which means that if you do have a break up or something and you kind of disappear out of each other's lives again, and it is going to be temporary, and that you guys be back at it. And you have the world, so things are going to get better, but right now it's just not there. It's going to take a little bit. And I do feel like a break might be the best thing for you two at the moment. Like a real break, not just exes being involved, but kind of stepping away from each other for a little bit until you figure out exactly why you two are not actually together. But I do feel like it could be worked out. It's all about willingness between both of you. What you're willing to do, what he's willing to do. But I do see strong feelings in chemistry on both ends. So it could work out. It's just all a matter of what you two are willing to take and what you two are willing to give out. So a year from now, and I don't think it means literally a year. Probably it is saying next year, within 2019, it's going to be more stable. So I hope that this has helped you. Please do visit my website or contact my email address to book a more in-depth reading. If you are interested. Okay, so Mimi, you're next, and you asked if Robert will contact you. So guys, again, I'm not going in any particular order. Where I'm going is where Spirit kind of takes me. But I am going to try to get to everybody. So I do see your questions. And then after Mimi, I'm going to go with Keisha, if I'm saying that right. Keisha _ 314. Yeah. But yeah, Mel and Mercy, I do see a strong connection there. Again, it's just about what you all are willing to do, what you're willing to sacrifice and compromise for. So Mimi, I don't know why, but this card is coming up a lot, and so is this one for everybody. Okay. So if you miss it, that doesn't mean I didn't answer your question. It could possibly be, it'll automatically upload when I am done with the live stream, so you can go back and watch the recorded version. Okay, so Mimi, I'm just gonna go over the cards that I have gotten for you and then tell you how they apply to you specifically. So you have the moon, and it says angel of dreams, and the moon is usually about kind of separating fantasy from reality. You have compromise, let go, not the right time, ask for help from others, and don't stop. So I do get that he'll contact you, but it won't be anytime soon. You have compromise, so I do get you'll have to wait a little bit longer than you're expecting. So letting go for you and for most people is about letting go of a certain desired outcome, because the longer you hold on to it, the further you are pushing it away. So kind of just let go of it, distract yourself with something else until he does reach out. But as long as you focus on it too long and too much, you're manifesting your fear instead of what you want to desire. So kind of let go of wanting to hear from him, and then that's more than likely when you will hear from him. So yeah, I do get you'll hear from him, but not the right time and not anytime soon. So I hope that helps, Melly Mercy. If you would like more insight, please do visit my website or contact my email address to book a reading. So Keisha, you are next. Keisha_314. You asked if Aaron is your twin flame. What I do want to say is to be careful when using terms like twin flame, soulmate, the one, Mr. Right, things of that nature. For various reasons. I'll maybe make a video about that in the future, but those terms, you just have to be careful, because it's not what everybody thinks it is. Twin flame energies, soulmate energies, people are thinking that it's supposed to be all love and no type of conflict or anything involved, and that you'll always be with your twin flame, or you'll always be with your soulmate. And unfortunately, that's not true. Some of our soulmate connections are to be left in the spiritual sense. We're not always meant to be with our soulmates. And we do have multiple soulmates. We don't just have one. We all have multiples. Now, we won't be with all of them, obviously, but some are in your life to teach a lesson, and some you may be meant to be with. So Keisha, Just getting a couple more cards for you. So is he a water sign? If he's not directly a water sign, it could be that it's in his chart somewhere, his natal chart, but I'm not sure. Taurus is earth sign, I believe, so I guess that's pretty close. But so water could be possibly a part in his chart or in his cuffs or something. I don't know, but I don't know why I get water sign. And I asked because of a particular card that came up. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to go over all the cards that you have received and then go over what they may possibly mean for you specifically. You have Ten of Cups and it says home at the bottom. The Emperor, Angel of Wisdom. Keep an open mind, and the message reads, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Children, your love life is being affected by children. So these cards don't automatically mean exactly what the messages say. They apply to everybody differently. So when I get the Ten of Cups card for you, I feel like he is comfortable with you. And that he feels secure. He feels stability within being around you. And I do feel at times he can be very, very, not controlling, but kind of extremely masculine. So keep an open mind refers to, again, it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. You did ask about twin flame, and twin flame and soulmates are really not that different. So what it is saying is that it doesn't mean you're not meant to be with him, but I don't feel like he is your twin flame. But that doesn't mean that you're not meant to have a connection with him or be with him. And the children card would be somebody kind of being mature or immature and stuck in their ways, or possibly somebody needing to work on their inner child, stop taking stuff so seriously and kind of play around a little bit. As far as him being your twin flame, I don't get that. But I do feel like he's very comfortable with you. He finds stability with you, and he feels at home with you. And he is someone I do feel like tries to give people advice, and I do feel like he's tried to kind of counsel you on a few things as well. But yeah, it's a good connection. Again, I don't feel he's your twin flame necessarily, but again, that does not mean that you're not meant to have something with him. So I hope that helps. If you would like further insight, please do visit my website or contact me at my email address to book a reading. You're welcome. I'm not sure if my moderator is still in here. He had a question also. So I think I've answered everybody so far, unless you're new and just got in here. And if you are and would like a question, do let me know. Okay. Yours was about a reconciliation, I believe. I don't remember exactly what you asked, but I do remember reconciliation. And I have been here for a little bit, so I think after his, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off, unless somebody else is to walk in here while I'm doing his. That sound is just my smoke alarm that needs to be fixed. So, flaw, you have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and then give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So with this, I feel like if you were to approach her somehow, she would be all for the idea of possibly giving you a chance and reconciling. But it's all about you making a move, because I don't think she's going to, but if you do, she'll be more willing to take you back and possibly start something over. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at the moment. So if you are new and would like a question, please do. Yes, whoever you just asked about is who I was. Hi, Joey. I think I said that correct. So do you have one yes or no question, Joey? You're welcome. So if you're new in here and haven't gotten a question, do just drop it down below and I'll get to it. So Joey, you want to know if your ex Leo will come back. I'll probably be here for the next 15 minutes. I have been here for about an hour and 25 minutes. So it's about time for me to sign out. But Okay, Joey. So I do want to take the time to say that I can't always give everybody an answer that they want to hear. So you're welcome. If I will try to deliver it as nicely as I can, though. So. Dropping cards everywhere. So Samantha, I'll get you after Joey. You're welcome. And one more. So I'm just grabbing one more card for you, Joey. So it does take me a little time to shuffle and connect sometimes, so be patient. Okay, so I'm gonna go over all the cards that I have received for you, Joey, and then tell you how they may apply to you specifically, because they all will mean different things for everybody. So Evelyn, I'm doing yes or no questions. So can you rephrase that in a yes or no question way that it can be answered in a yes or no fashion? Like, say, will my first week of school go good? So the first card you get, Joey, is no. I'm going to explain that, so don't get, don't jump out of your seat just yet. You have within the next few months. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. And then the Hierophant, and it says blessings, or angel of blessings. So I kind of feel like he doesn't know what he wants to do. He wants to kind of take the next few months to think things over. And I do feel like that'll be good for you. There is chemistry still there. It could be worked out if you two really wanted it. But right now, I don't see him coming back, but within the next few months, it could be a very big possibility that he'll show up. It can be worked out with this chemistry card here, and then you have the Hierophant, but right now, I guess it's just not a good time. So overall, I get a no. He's not coming back. It's because he doesn't know what he wants to do 100%. But within the next few months, you can expect to maybe hear from him or for him to show up somehow. It doesn't necessarily mean get back together, but it could mean that he's willing to talk to you. So I hope that has helped. If you would like more in-depth reading, please do visit my website or contact my email address to look a more in-depth reading. So Samantha, will you find someone soon? You're welcome. So guys, it does take me a little bit of time to shuffle and connect. So be patient. For the most effective answer, I do have to take my time. Also, the number of cards will vary from person to person too. Sometimes I have to pull more, just because I need to kind of dive in a little bit more for some people. So Samantha, what I'm going to do is go over the cards that I have gotten for you and tell you what they may mean for you specifically. So you have not the right time as your first one. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Free yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. So, so will you find somebody soon? Spirit is saying not the right time because there's other things that you kind of need to put your focus towards right now. And it's okay to want to find love, but not to focus on it too much when you have other things that maybe need to be taken care of. We do have to learn how to be alone first before we can be, 100% happy with somebody else. We have to love our own company. If we don't love our own company, how can we really love the company of somebody else? And how could we expect for them to love to be around us if we don't love to be around ourselves alone? So, and I feel like you need to take back the need to feel like you have to have somebody or have to find someone. You will find somebody, but Spirit is saying it's not the right time, so kind of hold off on it for the time being and kind of let it gravitate toward you. Not necessarily you going out to find it, and it's okay to find it, but you don't want to hold on to it too tightly, because if you do, you'll kind of come across something that you don't want or somebody that you'll regret meeting. So do take your time and eventually get back out there, but right now, no. So not soon, but you will meet somebody eventually. Oh, and for yourself could also mean to open up more around certain people. That helps you find somebody as well. Just open up a little bit more. Be flirtatious. I think somebody else asked after. Okay, Evelyn, will the first week of school go good? So So I do want you all to keep in mind that free will is the way of life. Um, and one thing about cards, and even just reads in general, you can get a card, but you can't really expect to get the prediction. Sometimes you have to work for it. And sometimes your actions can be why a prediction doesn't come true. It's not necessarily that the reader is wrong. It is maybe something you did or maybe something you said that kept it from happening. And that I will also try to make a video on. So Evelyn, you're welcome, Samantha. If you're still here, Evelyn, I'm going to answer your question. But I would need to know if you're here first, so just type here if you're here so I can do your question. You're welcome. Okay, so it'll maybe take me some time to connect and pull cards, so do please be patient. Or you can always just watch the live stream when it is uploaded. Okay. So I'm just going to do one more card. And then I think if nobody else is here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off because I've been here going on almost 2 hours and I have got to clear my energy, and then I've got some booked readings I have to tend to. Hi. Oh, Flower, I've already, I just did hers. Hi, Mano Mimi. I do apologize if I'm not saying your name correctly. If you have a question, please just post it and I'll get to it when I can. So Evelyn, you have remain positive, perfect timing in the world. So yeah, you just kind of need to be patient with some things and possibly people, classmates, whatever. But yeah, for the most part, the first week is going to go pretty smoothly. Just remain positive and kind of get out of your head a little bit. You're probably nervous, but I think you'll be fine. So for more in-depth, please do visit my website or contact me on my email address to book a more in-depth reading. You'll be fine. There's just a need for you to be patient and get out of your head and be positive or remain positive. You're welcome. And I feel like you're going to meet a friend. And I feel like, I don't know if maybe you know somebody with this name already. I get the name Amy for you. That could be somebody that you're going to meet at school soon, or maybe that's somebody you already know. So do be on the lookout for the name Amy. That could be pertaining to any part of your life, not just school. So, Mimi, you have asked if you will succeed, I guess if you will pass an exam. Yeah, I'm just doing it right after I do their questions. But okay, so I'm pulling a card or two for you, Manal, Mimi. I do have a process when I shuffle and connect, so it may take me a little bit of time. And by time, I don't mean like 15 minutes or anything, but okay, so it looks like Mano, Mimi, you are focused on a lot of things. You're also focused on your love life for some reason because that is the card that popped up, romance. But let me just see what that can mean for you for a minute. So, I don't know if maybe you like somebody or possibly, maybe you're with somebody already. Somebody that you have a romantic liking for could possibly be of help to you when getting ready for this exam. I don't know why I'm picking that up. Well, this card came up, so it's about some type of love connection, whether you're with this person or not. But yeah, basically with the help of somebody else helping you get prepared for it, you will succeed and pass the exam, as you did get also baby changes. So yes, you will succeed and you will pass. But I do recommend to study though. So Empress K, if you have a question, you can post it. I want to try, I'm not going to say that anymore because every time I say I'm going to cut it off, somebody walks in. Okay. So I'm pulling a card or two for you, maybe three. The number of cards for the live chats vary from person to person. Some I need to dive in a little bit deeper and pull multiple cards. Some may just need one or two. But we'll see when the first one comes out. And there's one already. But, yeah, I think it was meant for you. Well, that's what I'm here for, so it's okay if you need me. If one more person comes in, I think I'll do them and then I'll go because I've been here for almost 2 hours and I didn't even notice until now. That's okay. It's 8:28 here in at night. Okay. So let me pull one more card. Thank you. Yeah. After Empress, I think, yeah, I'm going to have to cut it off. So, because I have used a lot of energy. Okay, so Empress, I'm going to go over all the cards that I've received for you and tell you how they mean for you specifically, or how they apply to you specifically. I will give that a try. I've just been drinking a lot of water. Like, really, that's for some reason the only thing I've been able to drink recently. So, Empress, you have if you believe, not the right time, peaceful resolution, and then the Chariot, and it says angel of guidance. So I do think that you will get the job or a position within this job that you have went for. The interview went pretty well, but I feel like they're gonna call you or get in touch with you around a different time. They're needing you, but they're not. I don't think you're gonna get it right now. No, but you are gonna get it. So not right now, but no, they are eventually gonna call you and hire you. I do feel like at some point, just not at this time. And then I feel like there is somebody that you could be talking to that will help you kind of, like an advisor or somebody at the job that could kind of help you get in a little bit faster. But again, I do feel like you will. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So just patience. Yeah. For a more in-depth reading, please visit my website or contact my email address to book a more in-depth reading. You're welcome, Empress. So I think I'm going to be done. I don't know when I'll do another live, but I'm always available for private readings. If anybody is ever interested, just follow the email address or the website link and contact me. You can also find me here, and here we do free readings. Not everybody is guaranteed an answer, but you can most definitely try. And I won't always be the one answering your questions there. We volunteer 100% free on there, but it does promote our services. So when you get a reading there, You can do unlimited questions there, and they do not charge. They don't ask for credit cards or anything. Um, so just hit up the website that I just mentioned if you want more free insight, and I may answer your question, I may not. There may be another psychic that answers. And some of them don't get answered at all, but nowadays it seems like we're answering everything. So I do have a fact sheet though, because there's certain questions that we do not answer there. So let me just go get it really quick. Um, Hi, Champagne C. So I think I'm just gonna do a couple of more questions and then I'm gonna head out because I'm headed at 2 hours of being on here so far, and that's a little too much. Uh, yes, I am, but the questions would need to be asked in a yes or no fashion where I can answer them in yes or no's. I'm not giving a whole lot of detail. I'm just briefly answering. So if you can rephrase your question. Okay. So with the zodiac sign, because I don't really connect using those, are you okay giving his initial instead of or the name? I mean, Jim, I can connect that way, but there's multiple Geminis around the world, so I could literally be telling you somebody you don't even know is going to reach out to you that's a Gemini. So while I know who I'm connecting to, Spirit doesn't always. Spirit will has a funny way of answering questions sometimes, and sometimes spirit guides will kind of get smart with you, so you do have to be careful how you ask certain questions. At least that's how it is with me. Okay. So if you would like a free yes or no question, please do post it, and I'll get to it when I can. If you would like to send a donation, you can let me know about that as well, and I'll give you the link. So I'm on Champagne C at the moment. Sometimes it will take me a little bit of time to shuffle and connect. So do please be patient. Also, the card number will vary between person to person. Some just may get one card, some may get two. And some get more than two. It just depends. Some people I just have to dive in a little bit deeper on. If you have a question, please do post it, and I'll get to it when I can. So one more card for Champagne C, and then I will go over the cards that I have received for you, and tell you what they may possibly mean for you specifically. This particular live stream with the specific question I may not do so often, but I'll try my best, because I am pretty much booked up 24/7. So sometimes I'm just too drained to do videos. You're welcome. And Jessica, I'll get you after Champagne. You may have to repost your question though. Okay, so Champagne, you asked if Michael will reach out to you. So before I answer it completely, what is your sign? I don't do astrology, but sometimes Spirit will relay that type of information to me about somebody. Okay, yeah. I didn't want to say nothing because I was second guessing myself. But one of the cards you did receive is a significant to fire energy. So I figured get more information, reconsider, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And 10 of Wands, which is burdens. The wand suit is typically significant to fire energy, so that is why I asked what your sign was. But for your answer, will he reach out, I think is what you asked. He's got some other things on his plate at the moment. Spirit is saying to reconsider and do a little bit of research, but that maybe eventually you can reach out to him, because right now I don't see him reaching out to you anytime soon. There's a lot of things going on right now. Some things that I think are hard for most people to understand. So and maybe you already know that, I don't know, but yeah, it just says to kind of do some research, and with time, with a little bit of time, I feel like it won't be a bad idea for you to get in touch with him. So, and you're welcome. So, if you would like a more in-depth reading, please visit my website or contact my email address to book a reading. I have to go back up here and get my website link because I ended up copying and pasting something else. or you can find me here. I volunteer my time for free to answer free questions. Not all questions are answered, but we do try our best, and I may not be the one to answer it. Another psychic may take your inquiry. So, those are free of charge. You don't put in any payment information or anything. And you can submit as much as you like. And typically, your question does not get published right after we answer them. It may take 7 days for the boss to publish them, but they're already answered. Yes, it's completely 100% free. No credit card information or anything has to be entered. But they do promote the psychics there. So when you leave there and want a reading from one of the psychics that I've read for you, personally and specifically outside of that site, you will have to pay. But as far as when you ask there, it's free. And we do also have a radio show. It was canceled, but I don't know. I'm not sure if she's going to bring it back or not. If she does, I'll probably be attending there as well. So Jessica, let me see your question. Does Victor still love me? Okay, so Jessica, if you're still here, I'm gonna do for you. If anybody else has a question and has not asked, please do post it and I'll get to it when I can. I think I'll just be here for the next maybe 15 or 20 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get off because I've been on here now for 2 hours and 4 minutes. Okay. So it was quite a few people in here a minute ago. Well, a second ago, literally. So Jessica, I'm answering you. It does take me some time. It may take me some time to connect and shuffle. So do please be patient. Flower, as far as why some people get 2, some people get more, because some people, well, if she's not here, I might not answer it then, because she's not going to know okay, I'm working on yours, but let me answer Flower's general question first. Some people might get 2, some people might get more, some people might get 1. It varies from person to person, because sometimes I have to dive in a little bit more for some people, because some people's energy is not all the way opened up. So yeah, I do have to pull maybe a few more or a couple of more for some people, and some people I won't need that much for. It depends on their energy. And it also depends on my guides as well. So it's not that they're even getting a longer reading. It's just that because I'm literally still giving them a short synopsis of an answer, but they're just getting more cards, not a longer reading. That is my smoke alarm. It's been doing that every day for I think the past couple of months, and they haven't came and fixed it, so please do bear with me. So Jessica, I'm pulling for you now. You're welcome. What do you mean by sabotage? Also, if like a person is rushing, this isn't me being mean, but when it comes to my gifts and somebody is rushing me to give them an answer, that can also kind of ruin your chances of getting an answer at all. I had one person in here earlier that literally told me that they were like, I'm waiting, and my guys got kind of super hyped up a little bit. That if you want an effective reading and a more accurate answer, what you don't want to do is rush somebody when they're trying to connect, because then your answer is probably just going to be something made up. So if it takes somebody time, allow them that time, because they're trying to help you. And if it was, I mean, there's more love put into it when it takes time. If you, I mean, some people can connect very quickly, but some people can't. So we're not all the same. So I'm working on Jessica. So what I'm going to do is go over all of the cards that I have received for you and let you know what they may mean for you specifically. I'm just getting one more here. Yeah, and I understand that. I know it's kind of stressful, but you still kind of got to try to be considerate. Otherwise, things are just going to be a little bit harder, get more harder for you. Okay, so I have your cards, and the first one you received, Jessica. Yes, you can. I'm working on Jessica right now, but just post your question and I'll get back to you when I'm finished with her. So you have forgiveness, Jessica. You have also the no card. You have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And Five of Swords, and it indicates some type of loss. Hi, Nikki and Andrea. Okay, I kind of got distracted by the chat, so sorry if I paused. So Jessica, so you did get the soulmate card, but what a lot of people don't get about soulmates is that we're not always meant to be with that soulmate. We all have multiple soulmates. So while he is your soulmate, it doesn't mean you're meant to be with him, and it doesn't mean you're gonna be with him forever, unfortunately. You have to stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking, faith will bring you romance, and I feel like there are little feelings there, but they're kind of slowly fading away. You have Five of Swords here, and that indicates some type of loss and some type of grief. And I do hate that I can't give everybody an answer they want to hear, but as far as I feel like he's willing to forgive whatever happened and move forward. But as far as I know, I feel like he's been too busy thinking about other stuff. And he hasn't really had time to really think about love or really think about you a whole lot. But overall, for him missing you or for him coming back, you didn't ask if he was coming back, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't think he'll be back, no. And I do think he needs more time to kind of miss you. So I hope that helps. For a more in-depth reading, please visit my website or contact me at my email address to book a personal reading. Okay, so Nikki, I'm gonna do you, and then Andrea, if you have a question, you can put it down. So it might take me a little bit of time to shuffle and connect. So please do be patient. Okay, so I'm doing Nikki next and then Andrea after. Um, so I'm So if you're new here, I do videos often. I am just starting to do a lot of more live streams, and I'll try to do this as often as I can. Maybe not this specific one, but I do general messages often. I also do pick a card reading, so if you would like more content, more spiritual content. Also, I would like to know that if you don't want to see other things, you might not want to subscribe, because I will kind of share a lot of things with you and not just the spiritual side, mostly spiritual, but I do share personal things, and you know, I may try to switch it up. For the most part, it is a spiritual channel, but you can subscribe if you want and like the video if you want. So I'm not sure what everybody is talking about, but yes, it's only one yes or no question, and the number of cards will vary from person to person. It will take me time to shuffle and connect, so please do be patient. Okay. So I'm pulling for Nikki. So a card flew out for you and hit the floor, so I think it was meant for you. And you're going to like what I have to say, Nikki. Please know I cannot give everybody a message full of rainbows. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. But I do try to be as nice as I can with bad news, if ever I have to give it. So somebody might get rainbows and somebody might get a handful of black roses, and I can't control that, but I wish I could. So, oh, I got kind of confused. I guess Andrea and Flower are having a little conversation there. So I'm pulling one more for you. I think I said that 1,000 times, Nikki, but I don't know. Some I just feel to pull more for, and some may just get a few, some may get one, two. It just varies. Okay. So can I ask what your sign is, Nikki? And there's a reason why I'm asking that. I do not need that to connect, but if a card comes up, sometimes it's significant to a certain astrological sign. So this might be either yours or his, or it is somewhere in your natal chart. So before I get to your answer, what is your sign, or what element are you in? So there's fire, air, earth, and water. Pisces, I believe, is water. Okay. What is, yeah, okay. What is his? It's possible that it's in your chart. Okay. He has fire sign tendencies, so one of the cards he got was significant to fire signs. So I don't know what that's about, but so no need to worry. Unlikely. And the unlikely means, because I think you asked if you and this guy were over for good, so that is your answer. No, you're not over for good. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. 10 of Wands, burdens. So no, you're not over for good, but it will kind of take you a little while to get back on track with him. But overall, I do see you two being able to move past it and kind of play around with it, make a joke about it, and not take it so seriously, whatever it is. And when he pops back up, I'm saying when because I know he is, but when he pops back up, Nikki, kind of whatever you're going through with him or went through with him, that caused the separation or whatever, just kind of pretend like you don't care, because that for some reason attracts a lot of guys. Play a little game with them, you know, kind of pretend like you don't care about anything and just go into it and start over. But for the most part, there are challenges and burdens, but everything points to you and him reconnecting and you not being over for good. For more in-depth, please do visit my website or contact me at my email address for a more in-depth reading. And if you'd like, you can also subscribe. So, Andrea, what was your question? You're welcome. I do also do unboxings and reviews of decks. So if anybody's interested in tarot and oracle card unboxings, I also do those. So Andrea, if you're still here, what was your question again? Because I've lost it. It's so many messages. Okay. So it does take me a little bit of time to connect sometimes and to shuffle. I have a process when I shuffle, so. Oh, also, I do volunteer for free, answering free questions, and I am now taking them every day. But for that, you would have to follow there. It is 100% free. No credit card information or anything. Most sites say that and do not mean it, but literally you have to enter nothing but your question and your birthday information, and that's just about it. And you don't even have to sign up, which is the coolest thing. I may not always be the one to answer your question there as well. Um, and not all questions there are guaranteed an answer, but we do try our best. Um, and Nikki, I just read your comment, and I know what you mean about that. I have almost 8 years invested with a particular guy, and it's very, very complicated and back and forth. So, and he is the same way. And we keep being brought back to each other too, no matter what the circumstances are. Okay, so, well, let me get you one more card. If this will stay where it's supposed to stay. That's good enough. Um, okay. So, Andrea, I'm going to go over all the cards that I have received for you and tell you what they may mean for you specifically. So you have, I'm going to have to, I guess it'll just work. You have peaceful resolution. Yes. Helpful people. New love. A new romantic, a new person has started romantic feelings. And the world. So Andrea, for you, I feel like taking the lead would be actually fine for him. It's just that he's kind of, I feel like he's an introvert, if that makes sense, and he is going to want to say yes, but he's going to kind of be hesitant about it. But overall, I do see you taking the lead will be just fine with him, and he will react fine to it. You have the world and new love, and for new love, I feel like it's going to be reignited passion between you two, not necessarily a new person with you or a new person with him. Just, yeah. So I don't think you can go wrong with taking the lead, but other than some men kind of feel inferior when women try to be the leaders. And they want that at first, but when you start giving it to them, they want to push back. So, but I don't really see anything going wrong with taking the lead. So, I think everything's going to be fine. So, I do have a couple of new unboxings coming up. I am doing a promotion offer soon. And I'm going to try to do more lives. But, whoops. So I thank you all for tuning in. be sure to subscribe, and so you don't miss out on anything new from me. Push the notification bell so you can be notified, and yeah, I do videos often, not lives very often, but videos, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and possibly sign out. I just answered hers. I'm not sure if she heard it or not, but I just answered hers. But if you need me to go back over it, I can. Because I still have your cards out. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll be doing more, but I don't know when. So I guess Andrea left. I don't know. Good night.